I'm going to share one of the biggest, arguably most important lessons that I have learned from my cancer diagnoses. It's actually pretty simple, but it's kind of hard to do. Stop wasting so much damn time. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here and we haven't met, I'm Rachel. I'm a little bit of a recovering hot mess who is sharing the things that I have learned to be the healthiest, happiest, strongest version of myself in the simplest ways possible. Life is complicated enough, and I am done making it more so. If that appeals to you at all, do me a favor, give the video a thumbs up and follow the channel. So can we talk about how much time I have wasted in my life? I know I'm not the only one out here. I'm not talking about all the time that we spend scrolling through our phones, although we really need to put them down and look at the world, or the time we spend binge watching our favorite shows all weekend, or reading when we should be doing absolutely anything else. I'm talking about something entirely different. Our time is literally the most valuable commodity we have. Why? Because we truly have no clue how much of it we've got. It is a limited resource, even though we don't think of it that way. And what do we do with it so much of the time? We waste it on stupid crap. Regrets, worrying, holding grudges, trying to impress people we don't know or even like sometimes, trying to impress people we do like so they'll continue to like us, or trying to be who we're not, or trying to be who we think other people want us to be. You need to stop wasting your precious time caring about what other people think of you, your house, whatever. I can't stress to you how unimportant that is and the toll that it actually takes on your mental and even physical health. So how do we stop doing it? I know a lot of people are going to say that ability just comes naturally with age, or in other cases like mine, it comes with the slap in the face of the reality of your own mortality. I got lucky in a very unlucky kind of way. I got both those gifts at about the same time. And because I clearly did not get the message the first time around, I got slapped with it again to reinforce it. I'm really not sure how I can convince anyone of this, but trust me, someday you are going to look around and you're going to realize it's all bullshit, or at least I hope you're going to. And I hope that comes sooner rather than later. I'm here to kind of nudge you towards that sooner column. The weight that's lifted off your shoulders by not worrying about everyone's opinion or what someone did to wrong you is so freaking freeing. Part of the problem is, we live in the real world and social validation is just human nature. We live our lives. So of course, we're going to do things we wish we hadn't. And people are inevitably going to hurt you or piss you off. That's just life. But we do actually need some social validation and interaction. The human race wouldn't have survived without it. Over the course of history, people survived because of groups and social interaction. If someone somehow did something that would cause them to be exiled from their tribe or their village, they didn't survive. So unless you are some kind of a sociopath or a psychopath, you're going to need people and you're going to care what people think. But the thing you have to realize is you don't need validation from everyone. You don't need to please all of the people to be happy. Honestly, most likely, you're going to be happier if you don't. You can find your own little tribe, the people who get you, who like you for you. Not what you look like, what you have, or what you give them, or what you do for them. They are out there, and they don't need you to impress them. Most likely, real friends are impressed by you just being you. Maybe they aren't the in crowd, the popular crowd, the people everybody appears to adore, but that doesn't matter because they are your people. Sure, sometimes they might hurt your feelings or piss you off, and that's okay as long as they aren't doing it constantly, because none of us is perfect. People are going to filter in and out of your life. That's normal too. Every single one of them leaves you with a lesson learned, both good and bad. It's how we grow and become decent human beings. Unless, again, you're a sociopath or a psychopath, then all bets are off. You need to realize that if someone doesn't like you, or they disrespect you, or they put you down all the time, one, they're going to do it as long as you let them. And two, They will look for reasons to do it because they can. You're in a no-win situation with them, so just walk away. My situation shifted my focus. It dumped something in my lap that made me realize there are a lot of more important things I cared about a lot more than ridiculous drama or the clicks that are everywhere and that don't just go away because you're an adult. It opened my eyes to the real meaning of friendship and what I want to do with my life. Yes, a lot of people roll their eyes at me. I don't care. There are more important things than trying to fit into a certain mold. If you don't like me, okay. If you want to judge me, my house, my clothes, my personality, okay. I feel kind of bad for anyone who feels a need to judge me or anyone else because they have nothing better to do. Life is not this competition that you have to win all the time. You don't have to keep up appearances for people who probably aren't paying attention anyway. You don't need a cancer diagnosis or a tragedy in your life or middle age to come to this conclusion. Don't wait for that. Instead, find something you care about that's more important to you than what people think of you. Find people who matter to you, people you don't have to bend over backwards for or spend your time or your money to impress. They are out there. If I can impart anything at all on you, let it be this. Do not wait to be truly and unapologetically you, unless you are just a narcissistic asshole. If that's the case, seek counseling. But otherwise, for the rest of us, those people who stay in your life when you are just you, those people are your tribe. The fantastic thing about finding your people, your tribe, your niche, is that your confidence and your self-worth will skyrocket. And then you won't actually care what everyone thinks. I promise. And then those people that you worried about before, they are going to start respecting you or seeking your respect, or they're going to be intimidated by you. But either way, you sincerely will not care because you'll have all the self-respect that you need. Okay, so that is my little soapbox for today. If you liked the message, do me a favor, give it a thumbs up and give me a follow. Start a conversation down below and tell me if I'm on point or if I'm off base. I'm going to continue posting stuff like this and lots of other things that go through my ADHD brain as regularly as I can. The problem is I start off in one direction and my brain sees a squirrel, so off I go in another direction. Or I get lost in this rabbit hole of research, and then it's been a couple of weeks and I put nothing out there. I'm trying to do better because I have learned so much about life and nutrition and happiness, and I want to get it out there. Hopefully you find something that resonates with you. So I will see you soon in the next video. In the meantime, take care of you. Bye-bye.